Here now to introduce Larry Brown is his sponsor, the legendary Dean Smith.
Thank you. What a pleasure and a privilege it is for me to present Larry Brown and for his induction into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. A special time for me and certainly for Coach Brown and his family. They said 3 minutes, and I'm going to make it fast because I do want to add, though, you know, it was his first coaching job among, I could say among many others, could I say that? Among many others, was when he had just finished the Olympic team in '64 as a gold medal winner, and he'd been playing for the AAU, Akron Goodyears, and he is our captain in 1963 at North Carolina. And I knew what a great coach he would be, just how he handled basketball, so I called him to come back and be our assistant coach. And he stayed for 2 years and just meant so much to our North Carolina program. Over the many years, even today, he still has a part of that. When he was playing pro ball with Billy Cunningham playing pro ball and Doug Moe playing pro ball, in those days I could have them call prospects, and believe me, it helped. And I thank them to this day. But then after 2 years, he went to play with the ABA. You heard them talk about New Orleans Bucks. He was ABA's most valuable player in their All-Star game, but they were still working for us. But one thing I knew when he left, Larry Brown had chosen his vocation for life, and that was to coach. And believe me, he has coached. You may see his common thread among all 9 NBA teams, 7 teams, excuse me, and 2 college teams. You've seen, every time you see a Coach Brown team play, first of all, they consistently win. But main thing, they have great defense, and that takes teaching, and he works at it and teaches. And then in addition to that, you'll see it, he talks about unselfishness every day. Any pro out there who played for him, all his assistant coaches, I bet he every day talked about unselfish play. And gosh, do they play hard. They always play hard or they sit next to Larry. He is tough. He's a competitor. But, you know, he could go on. He has been NBA Coach of the Year. He's been NCAA Coach of the Year. He's been NBA Best Dressed Coach of the Year. Maybe Chuck Daly might have gotten one of them. I didn't see your overalls on in Denver. They didn't have that on the thing. But in the end, Larry Brown, no one loves the game more than Larry Brown. No one, I think, enjoys teaching it more. And certainly, very few, if any, could ever do it any better. And Larry, it is special. And he'll be coaching LJ in, a few more years. And LJ, listen to what Dad says. Thank you.
Larry is escorted to the podium by his family.
Larry Brown, New York born, Tar Heel bred, in the great Carolina coaching tradition. You have earned a reputation as a competitor, a teacher, and an innovator, but your great legacy, despite all your success at the collegiate, international, and professional level, will be your love and respect for the game. And for that reason, by vote of the Honors Committee, and by the power vested in me and by the Board of Trustees, it is with personal pleasure that I take this opportunity to induct you as a coach into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame with all rights and privileges. Congratulations, all. Let's all go over here, okay? Right behind that black line. Christy. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Congratulations. How are you? Thank you. Everybody talks about a journey. Obviously, by looking at these hats, you can see the journey that I've had. I'm saving this one for last. I didn't wear a Carolina hat because Coach presented me, and anybody that's been part of the Carolina family knows what an unbelievable honor it is to play for Coach Smith and to represent that school. Coach Cheney, you're right. All I do see are faces, and faces that have enabled me to be in this position, and it's remarkable being up here. A lot of the speeches, they stole some of my thunder, but one thing I'm going to repeat. When I was a little boy growing up, my brother and I used to go to Madison Square Garden on the weekends to watch the college All-Americans play the Harlem Globetrotters. And it was probably the greatest day I ever spent in basketball. My high school coach might not have liked it the next day, but it was a wonderful thrill. And to follow them and be on the same program with them is a wonderful feeling, because they've done so much for our sport and our game and continue to do so. I have a lot of people to thank, but Bill Walton and Coach Cheney, I'm not going to approach your records. I wish I had your sunglasses, Coach. You know, obviously I've been a lot of places. Coach gave me my first opportunity to coach, but really before that, when I was a player, John McClendon offered me my first coaching job at Kentucky State University. And at that time, I thought I still could play, and I turned him down. But it was such an honor to be associated with him, and it was such a great thrill to have him recognize me and ask me to come with him, because this man has done so much for the game. And I'm just proud that his wife's here, and she can see me up here, because he really gave me a start, and I always appreciated that. As a coach, I've been to a lot of places. My first start was North Carolina. I remember the first day of practice, I was a freshman coach. We had about 110 kids come out for the team, and I was perplexed because I didn't want to waste practice time, but I wanted to be fair to our players that were trying out. And I asked Coach Smith, how could I, pick the team fairly? And he said, just do what you think's right. So I took him over to Woolen Gym, and I lined them up, and we ran wind sprints for 2.5 hours without a ball. And I got back the next day, and Coach said, you want me to tell you the good news first or the bad news? I said, well, tell me the good news. He said, you only have 9 players left. I said, well, what's the bad news? He said, well, 5 scholarship kids quit. So that was my start. And it was an amazing experience. And being a freshman coach at a college taught me how to coach. And that is something I wish we'd get back to on the college level right now, because we develop coaches in that way. Coming in here, in a few minutes, how do you get in the middle of the Globetrotters and then Magic and Larry? But coming in here, for somebody like me that believes that you play the game the right way, you play unselfishly, you make your teammates better, and you respect the game, to come in here with Magic, it's just remarkable. I wish every kid out there would remember how he played, how unselfishly he played, with such joy. You've made it easy for a lot of coaches, Magic. And I hope some of our young stars today in the NBA, which I think is the greatest league going, will understand that. The impact they have on young people, it's just remarkable. And for what you did, and Larry and the people before you, is something we all should appreciate. Thank you.
You know, Case said it and Coach Olson said it. Everybody before me said it. You don't get up here unless there's a lot of people responsible. I've had the greatest family, and nobody knows what families sacrifice to allow us to do our job. And I'm very fortunate there. I have a big family now, and as you can see, I'm going to have a bigger one in the future, in the very near future. And I thank them so much. For the coaches that I've been with, nobody's had a better background than me. I played for Coach Smith. I played for Mr. Iba. I played for Frank McGuire. I played for John McClendon. I played for Alex Hannum. It goes on, and those people are the best. And for me to be in the same building with them is just remarkable in itself. I've had opportunities to coach at the greatest places. You know, I went to UCLA. J.D. Morgan hired me. He passed away while I was there. And they called me the coach of UCLA, and I never felt comfortable with that. I only felt there was only one coach at UCLA. And he was remarkable and helped me when I was there. But I'll never forget the first year I set all sorts of records at UCLA. We lost 2 games in a week. We lost 3 games in a row at Pauley. They hadn't lost a game at Pauley in I don't know how many years. We lost to SC at home, which hadn't happened. We came in 4th in the Pac-10. They had never been out of the first or second place. And by some miracle, we ended up getting the team together, and things started to gel. The young players started to grow up and mature. And we ended up going to the final game and lost to Louisville in the final game. And I was feeling pretty proud of our group. And I remember I'm walking off the court, and one benefactor at UCLA grabs me and he said, "Congratulations, Larry. You did it again." And I said, I thought he was going to really congratulate me. He said, "Well, you're the first coach to ever lose a final game." So I had the opportunity, you know, to coach a lot of great players. And I've learned so much from so many of them. Some of them out here that are honored in this Hall of Fame. Some of them that hopefully are watching on TV. For all of you that I've coached, you've given me so much. And I'm so appreciative of that, and it's been such an honor to coach you. For all my assistant coaches, and I've had many, you know, obviously, I'm so proud of having the opportunity to work with you, because you've made the game better, you've made me better, and hopefully you've improved our sport. And for all the players that I'm coaching now, I just can't tell you how much I enjoy every day going to work. I've had a remarkable group to work with. Harvey, I'm not hoping this. I hope I can outlast you at Philadelphia. But, you know, it's fun being here with you. But so many good things has happened to me because of this sport. I hope that after what happened this summer, you know, with our team in Indianapolis, will make us all wake up and realize, one, the world is better because the game has improved, and that's terrific. Our league is better because of all the foreign players in our league. But I think we all got to get back to understanding this is the greatest team sport if it's played the right way. And I hope that everybody understands that. I want to, again, you know, guys, thank owners and ADs and administrators and coaches. Well, I can thank them all. You know, in college, I had wonderful ADs and administrators. In the NBA, I've had remarkable owners. And I want to thank every one of you for giving me this opportunity. And for Mr. Stern, I'm living a dream. I'm one of 29 guys coaching this great game in the greatest league of all. And I thank you very much for that. Once again, I don't know how it gets any better than this. I've said this to everybody. I've never gone to work a day in my life. I've been stealing for a long time, and I hope to continue to do that. But thanks so much for honoring me in this way, and for all of my family and friends. Thank you. Love you, Frank.